In today's video for Mongil Stardive, it's going to be a progression guide to help you guys get along, especially with Chapter 3, because that is going to be a big wall enemy for a lot of players that are playing this game. So team building is actually pretty important in this game, and there's a lot of nuance when it comes to it, even in little things like neutralization damage, because what is neutralization damage? Well, neutralization damage is actually applied for destroyers that will help you stagger the boss faster. So this will help you actually get more staggers on the boss, do more damage overall. And for those that are struggling on bosses, you pretty much want a destroyer in your team. That's why essentially the best team that everyone's pretty much going to run is Esther, Jiwon, and Flare. Or you run Esther, Jiwon, and Ellie, but you pretty much want a destroyer for bosses, as Esther is able to have AoE for a group of enemies anyways. But this is something you really want to take note of, because different stat linings do apply as well. Even when we go into our details here and we check our Monsterlings, you pretty much want to apply things that actually do work when it comes to traits, like say you want wind damage, attack percent, especially when it comes to a destroyer. You probably want something like neutralization damage that helps you, stagger the boss even more than a destroyer normally would, and then damage the boss enemies. Obviously that helps out a lot. But as you are playing this game, again, it's a PvE based game. Eventually you'll beat it anyways. It doesn't really matter. But for those that want to progress and don't feel like they're stuck in a game and end up getting bored, these are things you actually do want to apply. And team building is going to be very, very important. Obviously, there's going to be content where team building is set up to be mono element, but essentially you're really looking to have one assassin, one destroyer, and one support. Typically, a fighter and a support, or a assassin and a support, but you do want that one destroyer for bosses to progress even faster. Next is going to be Nyanners. Nyanners is pretty important, but it's actually super easy to level up, which honestly I should actually be past 20 now, but I'm going to actually start my runs in a second. But when you guys are trying to farm for Nyanners, typically what you want to do is you pretty much want to just cycle through the entire map and just get as much EXP as possible. This is pretty much going to be your daily route of the game until you're able to max out your monster codex, get your monster links, which of course monster links are going to be important. Forming these link chains to be able to use these buffs is pretty good. Like right now, me personally, I'm using Gluttonous Fork just for the damage based on equipping characters attack 100%. It's a good little damage hit. Things like this actually will matter. Now eventually you'll be able to get stronger ones like this monster link here. You'll be able to get things like Void Seed as you guys are progressing in the game. But once you guys start forming link chains, properly using that on your monster links, you'll then understand like, oh, this one actually works better than the other one I had before. When we also go into monster links, please keep in mind that only one can have a link chain active, so you can only have one summon when it comes to monster link. If I have this one right here, Scar, and I place Scar right here and we switch this, there is no monster link. As you guys see, the chain is not activated. So do just keep that in mind. It's not like you could summon a bunch of monster links, because obviously monster link meta would actually be pretty insane. Resources are going to be very important, especially with those that even do spend, because there's not packs that give you a bunch of resources. You will use them up in the end. So this is also a big wall that people will run into. Typically for all these stages, you do have to do them one by one to be able to get these first clear rewards. But after that, what should you really focus on? Now, breakthrough is just going to come with how it goes. As you guys clear the story, then you want to break through. Skills, I would actually try to level up your skills as much as possible. Typically, a good point by chapter 3, I would say you should have all your skills at level 5. I still cleared the boss with about a minute and a half left, so having everything level 5 is typically good. I would assume possibly like end of chapter 5 you pretty much want level 7, but this is gonna matter a lot. Obviously, if we go into gear is gonna matter. I don't even have my gear leveled up, but I'm already past chapter 3. I don't have any dupes on Esther as well, so this is just like bare bones on how to actually progress. But yeah, I would actually use your resources on skills to match that up when it comes to running paths. After you do that, it's pretty much up to you. Possibly running EXP to just get more stats from Monsterlings, and then equipments and artifacts to then level up, because obviously those flat stat increases will help you. This one should be self-explanatory, but just if you haven't been doing this for whatever reason, please just make sure that you're going everywhere that you see on the map and going to these spots here, because these spots are very important. All of them will give you one summoning ticket, and make sure you guys are always coming back here to Lena and you are submitting your adventure level, because you get a bunch of crystals in here, obviously allowing you to get more summons. Once you get your main team down, I also would suggest when you are doing your summons that you typically are looking to even get their weapon as well, because that will obviously make them so much stronger. If we even preview all of these, obviously if you have flare with this, increased neutralization damage by 5% is going to be pretty good. And then once you have flame stone active, increased by 15% and attack by 30%, that is ridiculous. And you have something like melody for G1 that does stack as well. So these things are going to be very important, especially for your main team, because your main team you're pretty much going to be playing, I would say, for the next 20 days, right? There's going to be no changes at all. And even with the next characters coming out, Jiwon and Esther, you're gonna be stuck with those two for a while. It's pretty much gonna be it for today's video. Just a little progression tips here and there. I would say also pretty much after every main chapter that you do beat, like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, try to go everywhere along the map, get all the quests that you can, complete everything in the game before moving on, so your life won't be as hard when you're clearing the new chapter. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I do appreciate it. It does help out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.